Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at the all new and shiny iPhone X. So here we have it, what most people have been waiting for the technology lovers out there. It's now November 2017 and the iPhone X is now available in retail stores in the UK. It's already been out a little bit in the US, but we get it a little bit later, as is always the case. So this is the 256GB model in silver. So let's undo the box and have a look and see what we get. Tell you what, we'll leave that bit on. So we get really nice packaging, as is usually the deal with Apple products. So inside we get the usual things from Apple. So you get your welcome pamphlets, etc., and your Apple stickers, and your SIM eject tool, the how to use the phone thing, which if you, well, you need pretty good eyesight to read that one. And you get the new welcome leaflet, and tells you how to use the phone and basically how to set it up. So that's all that. And let's have a look at the phone itself. So there we are, there's the iPhone. You see, in silver. And there we have it. A complete slab of iPhone purity. This is the Super Retina HD display with the 5.8-inch OLED multi-touch display. It's HDR True Tone version, and it also supports 3D touch. The processor inside this is the A11 Bionic 64-bit chip, which consists of 6 processors, 3 fast processors, 3 not so fast processors. But even still, with only 6 CPU cores, it's still considerably faster than the offerings from Samsung, Motorola, etc. Well, at least for now. Now, this camera built into the back is supports 4K filming, and will do 4K video at 60 frames per second, which I believe is an update from the previous model, which would do 30 frames per second. Now, this one also contains some of the niceties, such as optical image stabilization, and has got the dual camera setup, so 2 12 megapixel cameras, one for wide shots and one for telephoto. Now, in between the 2 camera lenses, you've got the quad LED True Tone flash, and on the front, adjoining that into the top bezel, you've got a 7 megapixel front shooter. On the side, you've got power button, SIM tray. At the top, nothing. On the side, you've got your mute switch, and you've got your volume rocker. On the bottom, pair of speakers, and also the lightning connector, which I'm still surprised that Apple are still including. It's 2017, nearly 2018. Surely by now they could have gone to USB-C. I'm sure there's a logical reason for it. Maybe it's because Apple want to maintain their user base of lightning attached products, etc. But still, it seems like really they should catch up with the rest of the crew and go USB-C. But still, there it is. So let's fire it up. So press and hold the power button. And there's our Apple logo. Now while this is firing up a minute, I've actually already opened this and fired it up, so I know it works. Just to go through what else is in the box, you've got your USB charger, wall charger. You've got a set of earbuds, which are the lightning connector, but you also get a lightning connector to 3.5mm jack adapter. So if you've got your own preferable headphones, then you're covered out of the box. You can plug those straight in. Also included in the box, which I won't pull out because I kind of like to keep these boxes as they are, you've got the lightning charging connector to USB-A. Now this phone actually supports quick charge. You don't need to leave it on charge overnight anymore. Just a quick blast on your journey to work or whatever, and you're pretty much good to go for the rest of the day. Now there we go, there's the screen if you can pick that up, he says, as it goes back to sleep. So as you can see with the new screen now, they've got the full screen display apart from this little hump at the top, which contains obviously your loudspeaker and the camera, and things like the proximity sensor, etc. So no home button at the moment, or at all actually on these. It's all done by swiping. So you swipe up and you're greeted by the normal telephone interface, and we haven't got a SIM card in here, so we'll just OK that. So there we go, there's the new iPhone, that's the screen, what it's like. So the only changes now really are things like if you swipe down on the left, you get your notifications screen. Swipe back up, and if you swipe down on the right, you get access to your quick menu and quick settings features. Now, all in all, a very nice looking phone, a very premium feeling phone. It's got a very nice feel to it, feels really good. The weight is fantastic actually. It's got just the right amount of weight to it to not feel cheap, but it's got it's light enough so it doesn't feel clunky or chunky, which for a screen size of 5.8 inches in this form factor, it's pretty good going, so hats off to Apple for that. The screen itself, although it's an OLED display and the viewing angles are nothing short of fantastic really, even completely side on, you get a fantastic image. I'm not sure if you can pick that up. The camera that I'm picking up on the side isn't particularly good, but hopefully you'll get an idea of how good this screen is. Now, even at probably, well, getting on for 170 degrees, I can still see the screen and it's pretty clear. Now, the only downside I'll say with this screen, now it is OLED, is the colours seem slightly muted. Now, I don't know whether that's because it's adapting to the surrounding lighting, but even when I've used this in daylight, the colours and the display don't seem as bright and as punchy as some of the other phones I've seen on the market at the moment. Even my trusty old Motorola G4 actually seems weirdly to have slightly more punch to it, but maybe that's a new thing with this True Tone display, that it kind of gives you a more natural colour rather than the kind of vivid pop that we're used to. But there we go, that's the iPhone X unboxed, and you've had a good look at the phone itself and the surroundings and the buttons, and now it's a good idea. I'm going to set up the iTunes account, etc., and we're going to set up some other things like Face ID, take some photos and videos, and see how it performs. So, I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and this has been unboxing and first look at the iPhone X. Thanks for watching.